these are the things that I talked about, with truck drivers, with tower riggers, and workers, temporary foreign workers who work in the agri-food industries in the abattoirs of Quebec, folks who work as welders and machinists, including in war industries, in Bombardier that supplies pieces to warships in the U.S. Even though these industries will profit from war, they themselves are continuously in a precarious situation. They drive by the gas stations and look at the gas station signs, and immediately war is on their mind, because as soon as the war started, they saw the prices rise high. So it wasn't far-fetched for them to realize that this war is also about control of resources, because as soon as you start putting sanctions on Russia and the threat of oil and natural gas sources coming from Russia, gas prices at the pumps go up to $2 or more in some places in this country. They're already worried about, well, what's that impact? Obviously, truck drivers realize that higher gas prices also mean higher prices for other products that they deliver. What does that mean for them, right? And everybody can make that connection in terms of the war. And at the same time, they're seeing the humanitarian crisis that's happening with the displaced peoples, and they're very sympathetic towards this, and they're very anxious about seeing these images. And why not? Because many of them are themselves displaced from local conflict or economic and social political crisis from the countries of origins where they come from. So it's not unrealistic for them to be sympathetic to what's going on to the people of Ukraine because of this war. There's also, the threat of nuclear war. We talked about that, and I was telling them, I came here as a little kid to Canada, and I started elementary, and I remember having those hide under the table drills in case of nuclear war, in case a missile drops on our school. I also remembered in high school, watching film reels of nuclear mushroom clouds to teach us about the evils of a potential nuclear war from the Russian Empire, and then realizing later on that a lot of the mushroom clouds that I'm watching are actually nuclear tests done by the U.S. or, the atomic bomb that they dropped on Nagasaki and Hiroshima, right? And here I am, fearing Russia, and that too has become an anxiety for them. People are confused. They're bombarded with so much, one-sided and misinformation. You just have to turn on CNN. I'm not going to sit here and talk about how crazy Putin is. You can get your dose of that on television, CTV, CBC, wherever you want to go. And in my case, I think it's dangerous to simply dismiss the situation to the ravings of a madman. I think it's incorrect to analyze Putin as that, and not a situation that's deeply rooted in a system that we live in.